Yeah, this was the face I made throughout the entire filming. Every morning I wake up and go,
It's true. I have so many videos of that.
oh my god! Can you believe it?
First thing in the morning.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying.
Him
I think
naked.
by day 30,
Yeah.
it was just me stumbling onto set.
Yeah. And I
Just
was like,
super
get
happy.
over it. You know?
Yeah, I play Mike from Mike and Dave, and Zach plays my brother, and we sort of ruin every family event that we ever have. We like maybe we'll start a fire, maybe grandfather will have a heart attack. So our parents are like, you gotta have dates for your sister's wedding, or you're gonna ruin it. And we're like, oh no, how are we gonna find dates? All the girls in our life hate our guts. Let's post an ad on Craigslist, which is a pretty brilliant idea to find women, because you find the good girls there, I would say. And we post an ad, we go on a ton of horrible dates, and then we find Anna and Aubrey's characters, and
then I play Tatiana, of Tatiana and Alice, and I'm just, like a kind of party girl. In my mind, I was on like season 7 of Bad Girls Club, and that's how I met
but not in the
Alice.
movie.
Not in the movie. That's my
That's just it,
backstory.
yeah.
That's where we met. That's our backstory. And we're kind of aimless. We don't have jobs, and we're complete messes. But we like to party and go on adventures. And Alice is going through a rough time, so Tatiana is trying to make her friend feel better, and decides, like, you know what, we're just gonna try to pull some scam and get a free trip to Hawaii and have fun like the old days.
Mm-hmm. And they convince us that they're super nice girls, and so we take them to the wedding in Hawaii, and then it turns out that they were more insane than we could have ever imagined. I think it would make pretty fun wedding dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the key to being a fun wedding date is not being afraid to talk to your weird aunt. That always like smells a little funky. Hasn't quite figured out how deodorant works, and she's 55.
Mm-hmm.
And then also be able to hit up that open bar with panache. You know. I think the movie really, people are going to come because it looks crazy and super fun. But they're going to, I think, really remember the movie, and it's going to stick with them because there is such heart to it, and it's not just like a series of like gags. And you do end up really caring about these characters because you could see yourself within these characters of like a family that's a little dysfunctional, but what family isn't. So I think that'll ring true for a lot of people.
Yeah, you throw a bunch of people on an island, and they're bound
They
to...
either have to hate each other's guts or
Yeah.
fall in love.
Yeah.
And we did the latter
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Just touch me.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we're on camera. Touch me.
Good boy.
Yeah, we went a week before we actually started shooting to like do rehearsals and stuff, but also part of it was to like have the cast bond, and we had like big bonfires at night, and like would hang out during the day, and would go on these crazy hikes and jump off waterfalls into lagoons, and it was like a lot of really getting to know each other in like a very short period of time. It kind of felt like camp. You know how when you're
Yeah.
a kid and you would go to camp and suddenly like you just have a new best friend?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like. And then you were like bawling when you had to leave camp. I cried for 2 weeks after wrapping this movie.
That's not true.
I miss you.
I miss you too, but...
To Jake's credit, he wasn't just like, you guys figured the movie out, you know, I'm back here snoozing. He really had a steady hand on it the whole time, even though he always looked wildly relaxed. Mm-hmm. It's like his first big movie, and he would like sit in his director's chair like, okay, do it again, try this. But he always had really, really funny alts for us and really funny directions for the scene. And he has such a good eye that when we would start improvising and kind of go down a good tangent and then it'd split off and kind of go another way, he would go like, hey, wait a second, let's go back to where you guys were heading and let's go further down that road. And so he really was steering the ship, but he did allow us to improv a ton and add a lot of ourselves to these characters for sure.
I love it. I mean, I think the script is really funny, so, you know, I don't like, you know, getting on movies and feeling like, oh, all of a sudden I have to rewrite the movie, you know? So I like starting out with something really funny and then playing around with it, and I think improv is great because it keeps things spontaneous and you discover things as you're going, and it's always helpful.
Yeah, totally. Like what you're saying is like Brendan O'Brien and Andrew Cohen, the guys who wrote it, also wrote Neighbors. They're great writers, and they wrote such an awesome script, and I think that's what brought all of us to the movie. You actually, from page one, you're like, oh, these characters feel real, and this feels super funny, and it feels relatable, and I want to be a part of this movie, and I think the script is what kind of got us there to begin with.